On December 23, 2024, President Joe Biden made a momentous decision. He commuted the sentences of 37 federal death row inmates to life in prison without the possibility of parole. This action marks a significant moment in the ongoing debate over capital punishment in the United States. Biden's decision reflects his long-standing opposition to the death penalty. It also aims to prevent the potential resumption of federal executions under a future Trump administration. The president's action has profound implications for the individuals involved, their families, and the nation as a whole. It raises critical questions about justice, mercy, and the role of the federal government in carrying out the ultimate punishment. Biden's decision has ignited a firestorm of debate, highlighting the deep divisions that exist within American society on this highly sensitive issue. The 37 inmates whose sentences were commuted represent a diverse cross-section of individuals convicted of serious federal crimes. Their stories are complex, marked by violence, loss, and often deeply troubled pasts. While Biden's decision does not erase their crimes, it acknowledges the possibility of redemption and the inherent value of human life, even within the walls of a prison. Biden's rationale for the commutations is rooted in his belief that the death penalty is morally wrong and inconsistent with American values. He argues that it is a system flawed by racial bias, geographic disparities, and the ever-present risk of executing an innocent person. Moreover, Biden contends that life without parole provides a just and effective alternative, ensuring public safety while upholding the dignity of all involved. Throughout his political career, Biden has consistently opposed the death penalty. As a senator, he played a key role in crafting the 1994 crime bill, which expanded the federal death penalty but also included provisions for life without parole as an alternative sentence. As vice president, he supported President Obama's efforts to reduce mass incarceration and address racial disparities in the criminal justice system. Since taking office, Biden has made criminal justice reform a cornerstone of his administration's agenda. He has granted clemency to over 1,500 individuals, including those convicted of nonviolent drug offenses. Biden has also issued 39 pardons, demonstrating his commitment to second chances and a more equitable justice system. His actions on the death penalty are consistent with this broader approach to criminal justice reform. Section 4, Echoes of Debate, Political and Social Responses. Biden's commutations have sparked intense debate. Civil rights groups praise it as a victory for human rights. They argue the death penalty is cruel and disproportionately affects people of color. Pro-death penalty groups condemn the commutations, calling it a deterrent for heinous crimes. Public opinion remains divided, with a decline in support but still significant favor. Section 5, A Stark Contrast. Trump's approach to capital punishment. The contrast between Biden's approach to the death penalty and that of his predecessor Donald Trump could not be more stark. Trump, a vocal supporter of capital punishment, oversaw a resurgence in federal executions during his presidency, authorizing 13 executions, the most by any president in over a century. Trump's administration also took steps to expedite executions and expand the use of the federal death penalty, including for drug offenses. Trump's actions on the death penalty were part of his broader law and order agenda, which emphasized punishment over rehabilitation. Section 6. The American Dilemma, the Death Penalty in Context. The United States remains an outlier among developed nations in its continued use of the death penalty. Most European countries abolished capital punishment decades ago, viewing it as a violation of human rights. In the U.S., 23 states and D.C. have outlawed the practice. The death penalty remains a source of intense debate. Opponents argue it is cruel and unfair. Supporters say it provides justice and deters crime. The debate will likely continue for years. Section 7. A Moment of Reckoning, Biden's Commutations and the Future. President Biden's commutation of 37 federal death sentences marks a significant moment in the debate over capital punishment. His decision highlights the flaws and injustices in the death penalty system. It signals a shift towards a more humane approach to criminal justice. Biden's actions remind us of the need for mercy and compassion. His legacy will be shaped by confronting difficult issues and choosing hope.